Alright, hello everyone. So, I'm gonna make a video. We've all seen tearing microwaves apart many times, I'm sure. Um, Not a hard thing to do, obviously. But very rarely you see them taking apart the magnatron. Um, this is a little bit more complicated of a task to take apart, and it's a little bit, you have to be careful about one thing, which is the beryllium. This right here is the beryllium, the purple. Beryllium comes in several different ones. You can sometimes you get white ones, white and pink on that one, um, pink and pink on this one. It's all beryllium though. Purple and purple, and the white one. Okay. We don't know what this one's going to be yet. We know it's purple on top here. Now you might think a microwave, the magnetron, the microwaves come out here, but it doesn't. They actually come out of down here. This is brass, and the voltage goes in here, and there's some electrodes in here. It goes through the beryllium, and this aluminum thins, and then it emits the microwaves out of this brass. So, first thing I always do when I'm taking these apart, the thing about the beryllium is as long as you don't break it apart in any way, you're fine. As the beryllium, if you break it apart, then you can create a beryllium dust, which is toxic, deadly toxic, and you will die eventually of a beryllium in your lungs. It's like kind of like a mesothelioma type of thing with with asbestos. Is kind of the same principle. So you don't want to break that apart. Be careful with that. So first thing I like to do is I take this box off here, just backing to get the electrodes here. So I always hit on here and get my small screwdriver. You want to get it in that groove there, and just get it started enough to get your separate it just a little bit there. In there. I like to work on the floor with these ones. It's just easier than kind of getting mean up on it in some ways. There, it comes right off. There you go. Then as you see, there's these are your little coils here. Charge comes in from your transformer here to these coils and into the beryllium core here. So first thing you want to do is remove these, because when you go to remove the rest of the beryllium core from from the metal here, these will hang it up. You'll hang up. It won't come out without these unattached. So let's cut these out. This is copper. Of course, it's coated. Always coated on these for some reason. But I take there's a little metal iron ferrite pin inside of here, there, and I usually I get that out of there. If not right now, then at a later point, and I throw that in with the coated copper. So, out of there. Okay, and that's all of that. Sometimes you can tell why microwaves go out by when you get in here. Sometimes you see burn marks on this thing, or there's something fried back here, something like here, like that one got probably hot right there. It's always, sometimes tell. So then I set down on that part, and I take these sides off of here. And I usually get the card like this. Just get the screwdriver in here between these two fins here. You have to work with a small screwdriver first for this, and get behind there like that. You don't need a lot, just enough to get your screwdriver in there and kind of bend it out just a little bit. And then get your big screwdriver, get it wedged in there, get that behind that plate there. Didn't get enough out there. A little bit more. that plate out there. See, there's little clips on holding it on each side, and I'll pop it like that. See? Pops out of there. There we go. I'll do the same to the other side. I've done a few of these, so I kind of got it down to knowing how to do it. Believe me, I struggled the first time taking these apart. Some of them are actually, I've had a few of them actually where there's screws that hold this part on here, and it makes it much more easier to take apart. But those are fairly rare to find ones with screws on them. Most of the time they're like this. These little clips holding this top piece on there. Get your big screwdriver in there. Same thing as the other side. A little more. And you want to pop these clips out of there. Yeah. Come on, baby. Yep, don't want to go. Another clip. There we go. Okay, so that's both sides are off now. Bend that out a little bit. Let me see. Okay, now pull this top piece off. Like that. Boom. Now you can remove your brass piece. Okay. I'll put it with my stack. I've done a few of these here in the last few days. The last one, there were a bunch of microwaves I do a kind of a rush job on. Got all these brass pads. I throw them in my brass. You know, they don't weigh a lot, but they add up eventually. I've got quite a few of them now. I got another stack about this size. So brass is good money too. So I mean, all kinds. When you find brass anywhere, your plumbing fixtures and gas lines and all kinds of stuff has brass. So brass is always good. It's sometimes better than copper, clean copper even. Okay, so then you got these magnets in here. That's why it's called a magnatron. And you gotta first of all just pull this right out. That's why we cut this off. Cut those off. You pull the whole assembly out of here. The magnet is holding it in there, so you gotta kind of get a little mean with it. Then, okay, so it's out of there. Now, getting the magnets off, sometimes it's harder than others. Sometimes it comes off easily. This one's just a little bit, that magnet. Discard this piece here. Okay, put the magnet aside. Okay, we'll get back to this in a second. Now we'll get the other magnet off of here. This one is really, most of the time, it really does not want to come off because it's magnetizes this thing really strongly. So what I like to do, I got it. Sometimes I let you stick a blade of your utility knife in there and pry it up a little bit, and you can get this off there. Get that out of the way. And we have our two magnets. Now these are iron ferrite magnets, so if you like just let them slam together, they'll break. They're really fragile. So I like to just kind of let them go together gently, and then I slide them together. So there. Now I add these to my. I'll show you all my magnets when I'm done with this, the rest of it here. But just for these ones here, I got one's got away from me. Got these ones all here. This is like 6 microwaves worth. But I have more of this, and then I take the magnets I have, find which side is the attractive side. I like to match them up, so you get the attractive side. Oh damn, it'll get you. Very careful. Yeah, they're strong, very strong. So I very carefully, you won't be able to see this, but I just very carefully let it get to it and hold it back. Because like I said, if you just let it go to it, it'll break your magnet. I mean, it will break it. For example, that'll do that to it. It'll break it if you let them snap together because they're fragile. So anyway, so that's a bunch of magnets there, and these is very strong when you get them all together there. It's very strong. I have like at least 20 of them or more already put together in a pile in a row. I'll show you that last in the video here. Okay, so then now you got this. Discard this metal. It's all garbage. Put in your metal scraps. Okay. Then these aluminum fins. Take these off. It's aluminum, so they're in your aluminum. So I like to get in here It's got that ring around the side here. I start with this side, not that side. I start with this side down because the aluminum ring is to the bottom on this way. And I get my tension up here and I cut to the center. I found this is the most efficient way to do it. You cut through that little ring there and you peel this back a little bit on each side. And once you cut through that ring, most of the time it'll pretty easily pop off. Sometimes they get a little stuck, but get a little bit more on that ring. Got it. Sometimes a little ring around there will tear. It's aluminum. It's very thin aluminum. There we go. That cut the ring there. And we just kind of work it off there. Like I said, you gotta be careful not to you know, bang against that beryllium. But I mean, you really are not going to. It's not that difficult to be careful of it. That ring is kind of got these symptoms. I was doing it with a screwdriver, and I would just kind of work my way around the thing all the way around, kind of just scoot it up on this round, the middle thing. You know, just kind of pry it out, and that's just very time consuming and not very efficient way of doing it at all. And I thought maybe these tin snips would be a lot better of an idea, and sure enough, it was lots better of an idea. So that's the way to do it now. Let's see, better look the ring. You know, it does like to be a little sticky, but you can just work it a little bit and it'll come off there. Come on, buddy. Yeah, you can see it's very thin. And some of some of them will have 4, some of them will have 5, some of them will have 7 of these. I don't really know exactly why the purpose of the number of them is, but they tend to vary. So, and I'd say for the most part, this one has 6. So sometimes, you know, most often they have 6 or 7. I've got a few 5 and 4 ones too, but for the most part, they're 6 and 7. So, I have a whole bunch of these I didn't. I just put them to the side, and after I get the magnets off of them, and I got to do all those and get all the aluminum off them, and then get rid of the rest of it because I'm gonna do another recycle run this week, and I'm gonna try it. I'll film a video. Of course, we're gonna go to a different recycler this time because as you've watched my video, you know that last time we got kind of screwed. So we're gonna see what a different place is gonna be like, and that might be that. You know, I've been stripping all the dirty or all the copper wire, even the braided stuff, which is really a pain in the butt. To strip braided wire is tough to do by hand. I really need a wire stripping machine, but you know, for a decent wire stripping machine it'll do just about everything. It's about $100. So, you know, that's $100 I don't really have at the moment. So I'm just going to, just any wire that's of decent enough size, which is, you know, to me, this wire here is I will strip that, and it's pretty small, but it can be stripped. This size probably no. I'm not just going to roll that and put it in the dirty copper as it is. It's too small just braided wire, just too small to strip properly with when it's too small like that. And I got some bigger braided wire here. you can't see it, I can't get over here, it's a stuck thing. But it's bigger, it's like for the plugs off of washers and dryer type power cords, that kind. And it's got some good size braided, but you can strip that, those wires a little bit shorter, because braided wire, your knife wants to catch in it all the time and everything. But I'm gonna, anything I can possibly strip instead of just throwing in the dirty copper like this, and it's, because I got screwed. I got 30 cents a pound last time for that, and I had 90 pounds of it. And so, if that would have been all 90 pounds of a clean copper, just stripped, that'd have been good money, So I walked out there pissed, because I mean, even it should have not even been that cheap as it was. I mean, that's what I got ripped off. It should have been $1 a pound at least, instead of 30 cents. And I really got screwed all the way around on everything at that the last time. And a bunch of power supplies for computer power supplies, and he gave me 7 cents a pound for those. I mean, that's just garbage price. And those, they have a transformer in them. They have they had all the wires attached to them and everything. It was all copper wiring, which I would have got 30 cents for the copper wiring if I would have taken it off those boxes. I would have got 10 cents a pound for the transformers if I had taken it off out of the boxes. And plus all the other copper that was in there. So, I just got screwed all the way around on that one. 7 cents a pound for those things. I mean, I'd have felt better if it was 10 cents even, but 7 cents was that's bullshit. Considering all the stuff that was in there, the whole of the parts, So, let's see if we can, almost got this one down here. I'm just going to finish this one up, and I'll show you the magnets here, and that'll be it for this video. But I haven't seen very many videos of people taking these apart, and so I thought I'd go ahead and make a video of it just to show you how to do it and safely and efficiently. There's not a whole lot to, if you take a microwave apart, there's not a whole lot to them. It's recyclable, there's a transformer in them. There's the motors, there's a couple motors for the turning the tray motor, and the what other motor there is, I can't recall, but I know there's two motors, and there's the transformer and whatever wiring's in it, and about it. And then there's the magnatron, of course. And a lot of people don't know how to deal with this magnatron. It kind of scares them, I think. And so, but the magnets, not, I've heard people say you can sell those magnets or whatever, like on eBay or whatever. I've never tried to do that, so that's why I'll show you, because I've got a crap load of magnets. If anybody ever wants to buy any magnets, do let me know. I will definitely sell them. But the aluminum here is definitely sellable. Got enough of it, and that's the end of that. Okay, so then I just throw these in my metal. That's in the aluminum here goes in my aluminum, of course. And every bit of aluminum adds up, even though some stuff are really light. But it all adds up. Let me show you these my magnets here. Alright, this is my magnets that I've been working on for a while here. As you can see, these are iron ferrite things out of TVs. They're not magnets. They're just because the copper's wrapped around them. I just kind of like them. They're kind of fooling around with it and doing little experiments. But there's a lot of magnets. And my idea was, you see they're graded down to the biggest, smallest here, and I'm going to. I'll have to show you the whole thing with these magnets, but you can with cupboards and stuff, or you can point these at point them at a TV. This is a copper rod. I got them on here so they don't stick to them. And you point this like at an old TV or whatever. From the distance, even it will distort the picture. And this thing puts out a magnetic field like you cannot believe. I would use a magnometer. Then this thing is just off the charts. There's so much magnetism here. So I've been doing little different experiments with it. It's really cool. I want to do something really cool with it. But like I say, if anybody wants to buy some of these magnets, I'm definitely in the market for selling them. It's a lot of microwaves are involved right there. But I'll give a few away to people that they want the magnets too. So yeah, it's cool. And this is my collection of them. There's 2 per microwave. These big ones are from a really old microwave. This is one of the original first microwaves, Lytton, you know. And it had some weird stuff in it because it was the first before they got it. All microwaves now are almost identical because, you know, they got it down to a science pretty much on how to build the thing. So that's my magnet. So I'll add the ones I just got that I showed you. I'll add that to this, and so I'll make my thing that much bigger. And I'll do a video on. I'll show you what all those magnets can do, and it's really cool. You'll think it's pretty cool. I think it's cool anyway. So I think that's gonna do it for this video, and we'll see you the next time. And that's how to take apart a magnetron. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.